Hello everyone, my name is Akmal. I'm from Smp Nasional Bandung. Today I'm gonna tell you a story about the legend of coconut tree. I hope you enjoy it. Long ago, a fairy called Batu Sumangbuyung was bathing in a river. Along came a magician called Bayang. Bayang was a clever and weak magician who could make himself disappear. He wanted to marry the fairy because he thought he would increase his magical powers. "Good morning, lovely one," he called to the fairy. Batu Sumangbuyung was so startled that she hid behind a tree, but the clever magician ran to the riverbank and stole her magic sarung. "Oh, please give it back, otherwise I cannot go home to the sky." The magician laughed. "So, lovely one, you will have to stay with me." He took the fairy back to his house and forced her to marry him. Sometime later, a son was born to the fairy and the magician. The fairy asked Bayang to give back the sarung because she wanted to take their son to visit his grandmother in the sky. The cruel magician knew that if he did that, she will never come back to him, so he refused to let her go. Batu Sumangbuyung with her son stayed in the village with the magician. But the villager hated her husband because they knew the fairy was kind and gentle. She did many things to help wherever she could. Now, the villager had a good reason to hate Bayang. Once, he had made a clay figure and stuck pins into it. In the next morning, one of the villager leaders died. The villager went to see another magician, a good magician, in the forest. They asked the good magician to put a curse on Bayang. And a few weeks later, Bayang died. They cut off his finger before he was buried, so that he could not do any mischief. At last, Batu Sumangbuyung was alone with their son. She wanted to visit her family in the sky, so she put on her magic sarung and flew there. Her mother, the queen of the fairies, was not pleased to see Batu to their own countries. And that is how the coconut came to grow all over the world. And that's the story of the legend of coconut tree. Thank you for listening.